Hey guys, it's Mr. Close coming to you here from Basement Studios. Today's exercises are going to be based on the breath. We are kind of going back to what we know. And I'm going to show you three exercises today that can help you feel what a diaphragmatic breath should feel. Music and singing, specifically singing, for me is about experience and the feel of the muscles you're using and the tone you're producing, finding what sounds really good, and then realizing how that felt to produce, and then doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again. So it just becomes the way you sing. A lot of times we talk about diaphragmatic breath, and it's a big phrase in the singing world. So I'll give you a really brief sort of easy to follow explanation of it, and then I'll show you these three exercises. Okay, a diaphragmatic breath. What is the diaphragm? Let's start there. The diaphragm is a muscle that is found in your abdomen area. Okay, and if you think about how an umbrella looks, okay, you take that umbrella and you sort of implode the center of that, so it's sort of half a donut. That's how your diaphragm looks, and that's the space it takes up. The diaphragm's connected to the lungs, and it creates a vacuum. That's our inhale, and the diaphragm actually, if you think about it being like this when we're at rest, sorry to cover my face, as you inhale, it actually comes down and starts to make that donut. Okay, and that is why when people say breathe into the belly, which I say a lot actually, I say a lot. That's what we mean. You're not putting air into the belly. What happens when your diaphragm comes down? Well, you have stand for it. You have a bunch of organs down here that have to go somewhere, and they go out, and it looks like you have a little air base. That's why breathing into the belly is a phrase. It's please don't be confused. Don't be literal. Don't listen to people who say that and be like, oh my God, this doesn't know anatomy. Yes, we know anatomy. We're talking about experience. We're talking about the feeling. That is going to help you so much with singing. Because remember, our air is the gas tank of our singing, right? So you might have the most beautiful voice in the world. If you can't produce vocally with air, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, how many of us can sing so beautifully? It's not useful if you want to have a solo career. It's not useful if you want to be a participating member of a choir, right? Our goal is to get your strong voice, that voice that's inside of you. So, without further ado, I kind of went on more than I meant to. Shocking, I know, for those of you who know me. The first exercise I'm going to steal directly from my very best buddy, Jason Smigel, my band director, and it's called the Inhibitor. I think that's what he calls it. This is an easy one. You're going to do it with your hand. You're going to wash your hand for 20 seconds. You're going to sing Happy Birthday twice. Go wash your hands anyway. If you're not going to do this exercise, go wash your hands. Okay, the inhibitor. We're going to take the back of our hand. We're going to hold it over our mouth like that. And then we're going to try and breathe in. We won't be able to breathe in because we have an airtight seal at the back of our hand. That's what we're going for, okay? And you're going to create a lot of negative pressure there where there's a vacuum now in your mouth. There's a vacuum. And then we're going to pull the hand away. And we're going to continue sucking in. That air comes down so fast you don't have time to lift this. And you could really feel like, oof, almost like I just ate like a Thanksgiving meal. Okay, here we go. Here we go. One. Excellent. So that's number one. Number two is very similar to that. We're going to, instead of creating a vacuum, we're just going to hold our hand here, right up against our mouth. And by creating an obstacle for the air to get through, we create this kind of woo wind rushing sound. It happens so fast you can hear the air moving quickly, and it just your belly, the air goes right down to your belly. Okay, if you're doing this, you're going. That's not it. And then the final one is one of my favorites. Okay, it is called the four short. We're gonna do 4 short breaths in. So every time you feel an expansion, 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 expansion of the belly. Okay, so 4 short breaths in. Hold with an open throat for 4, and then out for 4. Here we go. So really stretch those lungs out. I hope these exercises help you. Feel free to comment in the thing below. As always, stay healthy and stay safe and never stop singing. Go howl.